Hello, 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 and welcome to Starting the Day the Right Way 5-minute devotion for February 2nd, 2021. All right, it is apparently a longer winter ahead for everybody here in the States, according to a little friend in Pennsylvania. Anyway, I was thinking back on being a father and raising my son, and in our house in New York, we used to have a pellet stove that heated the house. And when our son was born and started moving around and walking and running, we told him, hot, this is hot, don't touch, don't touch. One day he touched and he learned real fast what hot meant. And, we took care of that, but it just got me thinking that as parents, we teach, we guide, we mold, we shape, and we try and raise our kids to be productive members of society. And sometimes we got to take that step back and allow them to take, their own lessons in their own hands and to learn their own things. And I think God is the same way with us, right? As parents here on this earth, we can know if our children go down a certain path, they're going to end up in a certain place, and there's certain consequences to those actions and to taking a certain path, just like God our Father, right? So that led me to Psalm 2. It's a short psalm, but I like the way the Message puts it, and it goes like this. Why the big noise, nations? Why the mean plot, people? Earth leaders push for position. Demagogues and delegates meet for summit talks. The God-deniers, the Messiah-defiers. Let's get free of God. Cast loose from Messiah. Heaven-throned God breaks out laughing. At first, he's amused at their presumption, and then he gets good and angry. Furiously, he shuts them up. Don't you know there's a king in Zion? A coronation banquet is spread for him on the holy summit. Verse 7 says, let me tell you what God said next. He said, you're my son, and today's your birthday. What do you want? Name it. Nations as a present, continents as a prize. You can command them all to dance for you or throw them out with tomorrow's trash. Verse 10 says, so rebel kings, use your heads. Upstart judges, learn your lesson. Worship God in adoring embrace. Celebrate in trembling awe. Kiss Messiah. Your very lives are in danger. You know his anger is about to explode. But if you make a run for God, you won't regret it. I really like the way the Message puts that, right? And the reason why is some reason us as God's creation, as men and women, think that we know more than him, right? And we try to maneuver and manipulate and move things around in this earth and in this world to get it for our own good. And God just sits in heaven and he laughs. He laughs at us because he's our creator. He knows the path that we're going down, just like when we're parents and we know the path our kids are going down, we want to get them off, right? But sometimes we have to let them learn for themselves. And it's just very interesting that we think that we can outthink God. I mean, since the beginning of time, since the beginning of the Bible, since the Tower of Babel, when man thought they could overwhelm God and build us a building all the way up to heaven and be greater than God and to actually conspire against God, right? But God's not going to have any of it. In the end, God is going to have his way, okay? And in the end, the last verse of that, different version in the NIV says, kiss his son or he will be angry and your way will lead to your destruction. So understand that. Your way, okay? Frank Sinatra's big song, I did it my way, right? But doing things my way does not always end up in the place that we want to end up. Doing things God's way will always bring us to where we need to be. Okay, so I think that's important for us to fall under the servanthood of the living God. Okay? Because if you're going to keep battling, you're going to lose. There's no way you're going to win, right? We have the Tower of Babel. We have the Red Sea. We have the Pharisees and Sadducees who thought they got rid of Jesus, right? And took care of business. But God's way will always overcome man's way. And you don't want to be on the wrong side of the fence when it comes to God. Okay? It says, verse 11 says, serve the Lord with fear. It says that, depending upon the version, about 10 to 15 times in the Bible. So when it's mentioned more than once or twice, you might want to start paying attention. So when we serve the Lord with fear, it's not trembling, but it's awe, it's respect for who God is and what he's done and what he's created. Okay? So keep these things in mind, all right? Don't think that you can outthink God. All right? God has seen the beginning to the end. He knows it all. He knows our thoughts before we even think our thoughts. All right? Ponder on this psalm. It is an excellent psalm for today. All right. Have a good day. Be blessed. Bye.